Hello, hello, hello. Today we'll be doing 15 minutes of just nothing but stretching. Maybe this will become a normal Friday thing. We'll see. So we'll get started right now. All you'll need is a mat and maybe some water. So I'll just make this up as we go along, see what happens. So we'll start in the child's pose. So make your knees as wide as the mat and shift your weight back towards your heels. And walk your hands out straight. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, walk your hands over to one side of the mat. And on your next exhale, back to center. And then on the next exhale, walk your hands over to the other side of the mat. And then come back to center. Come up to all fours, and we'll do a few cat and cow movements. So take a nice deep breath in and drop your stomach and arch your back for the cow. And then on the next exhale, round your back and push the mat away for the cat. We'll do 2 more of each movement. When you do the cow, you can slightly look up. And when you do the cat, you can really press the mat away. We'll do 1 more cow. And 1 more cat. Next, we'll come to a downward facing dog. So lift your hips up to the sky and pedal each foot, right and left. We'll do 2 more on each side. And then last one. Raise your leg up to the sky and then bring your knee between both palms. Move your left leg back and slowly lower down to the mat for a pigeon pose. You can keep on extending your left leg back and shifting your torso in front of you. You can lower your head down to the mat and just take a few breaths here. And on the next exhale, come back to center. Take your right foot back to a plank, come to a downward facing dog. We'll pedal the feet out some more. And then lift your left leg up to the sky and slowly bring your left knee between your palms for a pigeon pose on the left. Inch your right leg back. And slowly lower your head to the mat. Take a few breaths here. and then come back to center. Come back to all fours, and then we will extend the right arm up to the sky, and then thread it underneath the left armpit, and we'll rest all of our weight on our right shoulder, and our right temples touching the mat. Walk your left arm forward. Take a breath here. And then come back to center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So open up to the left, straight arm up to the sky. And then take your left arm underneath your right armpit. And rest all of your weight on your left shoulder. And walk your right arm forward. And then on the next exhale, come back to center, come back to all fours. Then let's flip over onto our butt. And what we'll do is we'll take the left heel, the left foot, and press it against the right inner thigh, and extend the right leg slightly out to the right. Flex your foot. Go ahead and reach your arms up to the sky. Take a side bend, and then twist over to your right foot and slowly lower yourself towards your right ankle, and then grab wherever feels comfortable around your right leg, maybe around your ankle. You can also grab the top of your foot, but the object is to hinge forward. Try and get your nose to touch your knee. And then roll back up to sitting, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So take your right, extend your left leg, take your right foot and press it against the left inner thigh, and then raise your arms up to the sky, twist over to your left foot, and slowly lower yourself towards your left foot. Try and get your nose to touch your knee. Grab somewhere that feels comfortable along the left leg. Flex your left foot so your toes are pointed up towards the sky. And then on the next exhale, come back up to seated. Next, place your heels together, so your legs are kind of making a diamond shape, and then grab your toes. Retract your shoulder blades so you have a nice straight back, and slowly hinge forward, your nose towards your toes. Alright, on the next exhale, come back up to sitting. We'll do figure 4 stretch on the right, so go ahead and lay back on the mat. But before we do that, let's do happy baby. So that's where you have your torso on the mat, your lower back is on the mat, and you can take your knees towards your chest, grab either right underneath your knees, so your shins, and extend your legs, your knees apart, or you can also grab the tips of your feet and just hold that happy baby pose for a few breaths. You can gently rock side to side. Great job. Bring your legs back to tabletop. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee, and then reach behind your left thigh and pull your left leg towards your chest, which will give you a stretch through the right glute and hip. Alright, great job. Let's switch over to the other side. So legs back on the tabletop. And then you take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee, and take your hands and grab the back of your right thigh and pull your right leg towards your chest. So this will stretch the left side. Awesome. Come back to tabletop. Bring your knees into your chest and slowly stir your knees in one direction. And then the other direction. And then let's rotate the ankles in one direction. And then the other direction. Great. Come back up to sitting. Flip on over. We'll do a cobra pose. So come to all fours and then walk your hands forward as you lower your pelvis towards the mat. And as your pelvis touches the mat, you slightly look up. And you can twist, look from side to side. Great job. Come back to a quick child's pose. And then come back up to sitting. We'll do 2 side stretches and then we will be done. So cross your legs. Extend your arms up to the sky. And then with one arm, let that arm come to the mat. Rest your weight on that arm and then side bend towards that same direction. And come back up to center and then over to the other side. And then come back center. Take a nice deep breath in. And you're all done. Thank you for joining. I hope you feel a little stretched out, and I will see you next time. Bye.